guys, Laura here from Hedgehog's Homestead. Finally a video. Guys, I got all my tomatoes up potted. We have mountain pioneer tomato, Amish paste. This is pink or ox heart, and then we have some flowers that we planted there. This is all right here. This is peppers. It's been a week since I planted these, just fed them, and tomatoes, you saw them flopped over, and you can see how tall they've grown. Some of them are too tall. I have the fan on them, just a light fan, just to give them some strength in their base. It really helps their base get stronger. Those are flowers back there. Okay, so this is where I have the sweet peas, and then I have my tomatoes getting ready to go out, and peppers, and then little catnip. I am cleaning up my garden bed right here to put tomatoes up. Probably gonna have to clean that one out over there, and maybe some of this over here. You'll have to excuse the weeds. I can only weed so much, and then I start hurting really bad. So still having sciatica problems. It's just life at this point. So that's what we do, is we do our best and let God do the rest, and hopefully we'll still have a good amount of tomatoes. Also realize that I need to weed and cover up this area where I have broccoli. Well, I had broccoli in this bed, and you can't see it at all. Got a random tomato coming up. That's a good sign that it's time to plant tomatoes. And I had this bed covered up with this tarp, so most of it is not needing to be weeded. I'm just gonna have to move stuff around. Now, I like to dig a deep hole for my tomatoes and put them as deep as possible. They have little hairs on the stems, and so they will grow more roots just from those little hairs. The egg is just to give it some extra calcium and some food. It's kind of an old wives' tale, but it's something that I've always done, so here I am doing it. You can also lay a tomato plant on its side, and then if you have a real long, lanky tomato plant, and those roots or those little hairs will take, when they have contact with the soil, they will grow. Now you can make a deep, long hole and just plant that all under, and just leave the top little bit out of the soil. You're going to see a lot of my tomato plants get a lot shorter than they were, just because of the very fact of how deep I plant them. I often take the bottom leaves off. Now, it was sad because I should have watered these before I came out. Some of them were pretty dry. It was a warm day today. It was 80 something, and they got droopy real quick. So I should have watered them as soon as I got them in the ground and kept a water jug right by me, but I didn't do that. Next time I will. I know better. Now here I'm using my egg carton for a spacer. It's about 12 inches, and so I figured you want your tomato plants about 12 inches apart. I do them 6 inches apart, but kind of across from each other. So you'll see me having these about 12 inches apart, and then across the way on the other side of the trellis, I go ahead and add another one, which just is a little bit offset, and it's always worked for me. I've never had a problem with not having production on that. So give it a try. Taking off the bottom leaves, that one was totally broken, so I didn't plant it. Now this one right here is basil, so I'm planting that in there right now. Right next to the tomatoes. I wish I had more basil come up, but my seeds were really old, and so I didn't have that much basil come up. Now some of these tomatoes turned out really small. The Amish paste ones, for some reason, the seed that I got for that really struggled. So never had that problem with tomatoes. Tomatoes have always been really easy for me to get started and grow, and so I was quite surprised. Now I have one more tomato in that bucket, in that spot. Looks like I'm going to plant that one. And then I think I'm going to put some peppers in front of these. And so a lot of companion planting going on here. I even have some marigold seed that I'm just going to drop in here as well. Or I might pick up some marigolds. So I'm planting peppers, basil, and I'm going to go get some more basil next month to plant with these tomatoes. The tomatoes are the basil really helps the peppers and the tomatoes from pest pressure. I was going to plant, I have some catnip in here, but my cats later on, I don't know if you'll see it in this video or not, if I caught it, but my cat was just going to town on it behind me. And so I don't know what I'm going to do with this catnip because he's already eaten down the plant once. So other good companion plants with tomatoes and peppers is carrots, basil, and catnip or stinging nettle. You can do all kinds of different herbs. And of course, marigolds were always good with all kinds of different plants that keep pests away. Yes, that is a bone in the background. I put compost in this bed and there was a couple bigger bones. I need to bury it, but yes, there was bones in my compost that didn't compost down. And what I'm planting is pink oxheart, big mountain, and what is this one here? Oh, Mountain Pioneer tomatoes, pink oxheart, and Amish paste. So, guys, this is what I got done. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is, let me show you where I'm at in the garden. This is the area where you walk in and there's a big trellis. And so I have garlic growing on this side and on that side. And, hi, Ozzy. And so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tomatoes here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tomatoes there. And then you walk over here, and some of the tomatoes are starting to bounce back. I don't know if I'll get all of them to bounce back, but I've got garlic, peppers back there, and the tomatoes and basil are kind of starting to bounce back. I put plenty of water on them. So this is where all of them are. I don't know what I put with what. I think these are the oxhearts, the bigger ones. And then the smaller ones are the Amish paste. I'm pretty sure anyways. And then these ones up here, sorry about the wind, around my arch, these are all the Mountain Pioneer tomato, which is more like just a beefsteak tomato. So everything is looking good, even though I need to weed around these gardens. I don't have a weed whacker that will get this stuff down, and so I'm not going to spray any weed killer on this grass, so I don't know what to do about it right now. I do have a weed whacker that I have, but my husband can use it and I can't use it. So that's my story on that. Peppers are doing fantastic. Onions are doing fantastic. Asparagus is doing fantastic. I'm growing lots more asparagus, and I need to get in here and weed again. But there's all kinds of little baby asparagus that are coming up too. So we've been eating off of this for a while. As you can see, I've been taking pieces off of here. And hopefully, is there another one right there? No, I took that one. So hopefully we'll have a lot more in here. The cats love to go in our asparagus. And hopefully we can get this garden cleaned up this year. I've been working on it slowly, just taking little pieces out as I'm working. Every time I come in here, I try to take something with me that needs to either go in the garbage or just get cleaned up. So when my watermelon is ready, I think I'm going to put my watermelon in these beds here. I'm going to try to pick up some more peppers. I started all this stuff by seed, but I think I want to do some bell peppers too. And because that's one thing we very much like to add to our meals is peppers. Even though we are kind of keto, we just like peppers, and if we're gonna go for something bad, we go for peppers. So anyways, we'll see you guys next time here on Hedgehog's Homestead, and I hope you figure out what you can put with your tomatoes. God bless you guys. We'll see you guys next time here on Hedgehog's Homestead. Bye.